video streaming is made possible by the support of our members and sponsors. Please support WTTW now. Thank you.
If you're convicted of a nonviolent felony in Cook County like drug possession or auto theft, a judge can choose to spare you the 3 to 6 years you might get in a state prison. Instead, you may get a 1-year sentence that includes 4 months in a military-style boot camp. You can probably picture what that's like. But these days, there's a boot camp activity that may surprise you. Here's Jay Shefsky.
The boot camp at Cook County Jail was more or less like I imagined. There are 250 men here at a time. They're organized in platoons of 48 and sleep in the barracks that surround this central courtyard that they call the grinder. And they're young. The average age is just 22. They have to be in pretty good shape to get in, and they're a lot more fit when they leave. In addition to marching and calisthenics, they get GED classes and vocational training in carpentry, urban farming, and computer recycling. Programs like that may be innovative in a prison, but they aren't that surprising.
Another deep breath in.
This, on the other hand, I did not expect.
Exhale, other side.
Since 2011, some Cook County boot camp inmates have been offered a week-long course in yoga, meditation, and breathing techniques. It's a big change from their normal routine.
Right up front, I was wondering to myself, what exactly are we going to be doing in here? My ideas with yoga, I guess would be something that along the lines of the Maharishi Yogi and George Harrison and Donovan and those types of things. So I really don't have much knowledge of it.
John Harrington is the boot camp director. He says when he heard that the program wouldn't cost the county anything, he was willing to give it a try.
Deep breath in. On the exhale, bend your right knee and sit into warrior pose.
It's called Prison Smart, and it's been around since 1992. They've run the program in 32 countries, from Brazil to Kenya to Thailand.
Mexico just signed an agreement to have 400 of their prisons do the entire prison program. I mean, the whole prison do the program.
Gabriela Savelli is the U.S. director.
Let your attention go inward.
Gabriela's pitch to the prison systems is very practical. These are tools for stress management and self-discipline.
On the exhale, drop the chin forward and start general head rolls to the right, inhaling as the head goes back.
My mother, she actually does yoga and meditation, so when I first seen my mother do it, I was making fun of it, like, man, I'm not doing that, that's for girls. But now that I actually opened my mind up, because I got more mature over the time, I'm 20 years old now, so I actually wanted to do it myself because it'll help with boot camp, because boot camp is self-discipline, so meditation is also self-discipline.
The inmates get 10 hours of training over the 5 days. Gabriela says there's one benefit that many of them say they notice right away.
Definitely the first thing we always see is normalized sleep patterns. Seems small unless you've had a day where you haven't slept well and you notice how negative you are.
Actually, I tried the first breathing technique when I went to sleep the first night, and I knocked out ASAP, so it was kind of wonderful. It's usually kind of hard to sleep in here because it's like, man, we got so many days left.
Deep breath in.
The program includes some basic yoga postures and meditation techniques, but the core of it is a breathing practice called Sudarshan Kriya. Sudarshan Kriya involves a number of breath and movement combinations, some slow, some energetic. They say it restores calm and alertness and offers a practical way to manage stress and anger.
It's one thing to have people disciplining you. It's another one to learn self-control, to manage your own mind and emotions. And when you get released from here, there's no one there telling you get up, go there, do this. Your own mind has to do it. You have to be able to get yourself into that state of strength from within that allows you to move forward instead of go back into habits. Everyone has habits. Definitely someone who's come into a situation like this has habits that aren't going to serve them.
And when you're doing the breathing exercise, what do you notice?
I notice that like when I'm breathing, I'm more focused. It gives me a clear, open mind to think about what I want to do when I get out, what I'm going to do with myself, how I'm going to change my ways and keep myself out for my family, my kids, and just change my life around.
After the week-long program, inmates can begin a daily practice on their own, and a Prison Smart teacher will return several times for follow-up groups. After they leave the boot camp, they can continue to work with a teacher if they want for no charge.
Mr. Scott.
The boot camp directors say they don't know yet whether this program helps the inmates, but they're convinced it's worth a try.
I said to myself, you know, I have to be somewhat open-minded to these types of opportunities because we are an alternative sentencing program. We are rehabilitative in nature, so we have to think out of the box. I mean, what we have working right now in our society, plain and simply, is not working. If you look at our national recidivism rate, 67% in 3 years, we have to be willing to try different things, and this is one of them.
For Chicago Tonight, this is Jay Shefsky.
The Prison Smart program has also been done at the Stateville Correctional Center and at other divisions of Cook County Jail. It's funded by foundations and individual donors and by a parent organization that teaches the same breathing techniques to people outside of prison. And sometimes they teach the course to the guards and other correctional staff. You can learn more about Prison Smart and its program at Stateville on our website.